Welcome to Dog Dinner, everyone. First episode. How are we feeling?
A little nervous, but very excited.
I'm nervous too.
Yeah. Would you believe us? We said this wasn't our first time filming.
Yeah.
We're here and we got some good content for you, hopefully.
Yeah, true. I think it'll just be us. It'll be chill, us just talking.
Yeah.
Laid back. Very, just giving the people what they want.
Yeah. We decided for our first episode, we go all the way back and kind of talk about our path to university sport and then a little bit of advice we would have for the recruiting process for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you want to start with you?
Sure. So I started soccer a little late. I never played Timbits. So I started when I was 10, I believe. And then I kind of went through high school from Astra to HBDC to Whitecaps and then played a little bit in PA. So I'd drive like the hour and a half. Yeah.
That's
after
commitment.
school. Yeah, I know. Hey.
You were on your
Yeah,
guy.
and I was still an academic weapon. So.
Yeah. She could
and
do it
then
all.
yeah. And then I didn't make it straight out of high school onto the team. So I did play with the alumni for a little bit. And that's kind of when I started getting scouted.
Good. I mean, for me, when I was younger, I played a lot of sports, just stayed active. Me and my siblings, we kind of did everything like swimming, soccer, track, and like a bunch of school things too, just like badminton and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I never really started taking soccer seriously, probably until I was like 14. Like I started playing like when I was 10, but it was not really that serious. I just like go and run, and I wasn't that good yet. So like, just but yeah, I would just go around, run. But then I started taking it more serious when I was 14. I was playing club, and then my team made it to nationals, like U16, I think, and then went to like ID camps, and then never really thought that I'd do university. But then it kind of the opportunity arose, and then kind of went from there. But yeah, that's kind of my journey.
Yeah. Did you get like approached, or did you kind of reach out?
I think it was. I never really reached out. I don't think like I kind of did get approached when I was getting a little bit older. I think once you start to get like U16, 17, like they start to like kind of scout and come to your games. Yeah. So then it was kind of like after one of those games, they kind of chatted, and then it kind of went from there, and then went to like ID camp, and then got the experience, and then that's kind of how it started for me. But yeah.
I know for me, Jerison, the head coach of our current team, he was the head coach for the Whitecaps program, so I think I got 3 tryouts for Huskies, got rejected, but I did have a tryout with MRU, but it was so late in the recruitment process that all they could offer me was a red shirt for that year. But I think I declined it because I thought I had one more tryout with Huskies and I was like, I'm going to do it. I didn't.
But I mean, everyone's story is different. I think with your story, it just shows like how resilient you were, you know?
And I think with what the team is now, like versus what it would have been if I went on right from high school, I wouldn't have gotten the playtime that I get now.
No.
So I am still kind of grateful.
No, you just like kept inserting yourself and you kept staying with it. And
stayed in like a high.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Like it's hard, I think, when you get knocked down and you're like, but then you just kept coming back, and that's resilient. That shows the type of person you are, the type of player you are.
Oh, wow.
And look at you now.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that's cool. The cool thing with us is like we both have had different journeys, but then we kind of are here together now. So
yeah,
it's like
and we started in different places.
Yeah.
And you were like a dual sport athlete, but now we're here sitting at this table together.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
Funny how things work out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways,
okay.
let's give some advice to the people.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess the main thing is, for if you want to play university, it's like figuring that out, like in like knowing what you want, your priorities, because like then that kind of leads you in a path. Like you don't have to decide right away, but if it's something you're interested in, you kind of have to start reaching out and figuring out how you're going to get to where you want to be. So I'd say that, just kind of knowing what you want.
And putting yourself in like those high training environments early, and like welcoming that hard competition.
No, I agree.
Yeah. And then like reaching out to anyone, all the schools that like you're interested in, you have to do a lot of research into what the universities can offer you athletically, but also academically.
No,
and then getting the highlight footage and like reaching out to any coaches. If you Google their name or Google the team, odds are their email's on there.
No, seriously, it's that easy. It's like,
especially when you don't live in a general area of somewhere that you're looking to go,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to make the first step because they probably don't
No,
know
I
who you
agree.
are.
And circling back to fitting your athletic and academic, I think that's a really important thing
It is so important.
because there's so many teams that are very successful on the field, but maybe they don't match your play style. And so you have to take that into consideration. Like you
Mhm.
want to go somewhere that like will make you into the best player that you can be and that kind of supports the type
Yeah.
of player you want to be. And so sometimes it means looking at different schools. Maybe it's not you're not going to go to like the team that wins Can West every year, you know? Like
Yeah.
it could be somewhere else that's more suited for you. And that's honestly I would advise people to do that cuz you'll have
Yeah,
a better experience probably. So,
I agree. And then like academic wise, like you sports is only 5 years, and then
mhm.
you have the rest of your life after that. So you
Yeah.
need to make sure that you are pursuing the career that you want after
Exactly.
soccer,
True.
after sport.
Because you're more than an athlete.
You are a student athlete,
Exactly.
you guys.
The student is the more athlete.
Unless you want to go pro and everything, like
Yeah.
but also you just want to be somewhere that you enjoy going to class and you enjoy
Mhm.
doing that because you still need to get the grades to be on the team. You still need
True.
the certain grade to
Yeah, you
get
can't just
scholarship.
coast. You
Yeah,
have to like, yeah.
no,
No,
so
I agree. I think that's good advice. What
yeah. Well, it
else?
came from us, so
Yeah, no,
obviously it's good. We're not idiots.
yeah, no, seriously.
We know what we're talking about.
I think also too, this is like just general advice, like probably just for like anything you do, but just having the belief in yourself, like,
Mhm.
because that goes a long way. Because how can you expect other people and coaches to like believe that you're the best player out
Yeah,
there if you
best
don't
in
even
you.
have that like faith in yourself, you know? So I think
Exactly.
that's important.
And if you're
Just-
going to those tryouts, like just grind because sometimes they see the
Mhm.
potential. Like
Mhm.
they might be like, oh, she's not quite there yet, or like
I agree.
I wasn't quite there yet, but
Yeah.
I think that I had potential, and they were
Yeah.
like, yep. Because it's not about are you going to play your first year. The
Mhm.
reality is you're not. Probably won't.
Mhm.
It's about where you're going to be when you reach your 5th year.
And it is a big jump from like high school, going to high school to university,
Yes.
because it's like it's everyone on that field, like
And it's-
fifth years, fourth years, third
Yes.
years, like
And it's like any age too. It's not
Uh-huh.
like divvied up by age.
Exactly.
It's divvied up by years. Like
Yeah.
how many years have you been playing this
exactly.
sport?
So you could be out there with some fifth years who have like experience, they're
Yeah.
strong, and you're just like
They're like
straight out of high school.
25
Yeah.
and you're 17.
Yeah.
Like
and it's
reality.
intimidating.
Yeah.
So I think keeping that in mind and keeping that perspective, because it helps you to feel like have a better idea going into it, so
Yeah.
you don't like raise your expectations and you get disappointed.
Yeah,
so you're,
and there's-
like, realistic.
There's players that are the other way around too. They walk on and they're a
Mhm.
starter, and then they kind of phase out or like lose
Exactly.
passion. So
I think it all depends how you walk into the team. Sometimes the team is in desperate need of like where your position is.
Yeah.
So then you walk in and
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, you're playing. Like
sometimes you're just walking on, you're gonna have great like straight 5 years, and
Uh-huh.
sometimes it's just kind of like there's already that team dynamic, that chemistry.
Yeah.
People are already like solidified in their
Yeah.
roles, and
and then you have to just like insert yourself in there
yeah,
and like grind.
you just gotta see the
And that's the biggest thing. Like university is tough because like there's so many ups and downs, just like anything in life, I
Mhm.
think. But you have to like stay in it. Like sometimes you're not gonna play and it hurts. Like, but like
yeah,
you have to like keep showing up and keep coming back and keep being a good teammate, you know?
exactly.
Because like if not you today, it might be you tomorrow. So you
Literally.
gotta stay ready.
Well, with the good teammate
Yeah.
thing, that brings us to like our next point, where it's like when you go to these tryouts, don't forget that you're going into their team environment, and you need
Mhm.
to like show yourself as a person. I think
True.
in my tryouts, I definitely was very shy and
Yeah.
very reserved. So since I wasn't there technical wise or like playing style wise, because I also just came off as like standoffish, I think
Yeah.
that the team also was like, she doesn't really fit our
Yeah.
culture. So making sure that like you're introducing yourself, you're being friendly to them, and
Mhm.
like be respectful of still
Yeah.
that you're walking into their
Exactly.
environment. But
And I think be yourself too. That's the biggest thing.
absolutely.
Because don't try to act like you're someone that you're not.
No.
Because no one's you, you know? Like so
Yeah.
bring that to the team.
Like it's
bring-
what you can bring to the team.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
like what the team
Yeah.
brings to you. We don't want to change
True.
you. We want to
Yeah,
accept you for who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you never act like yourself, how do we know if you truly fit? Like it's
Literally.
not gonna
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's not worth it. But yeah, I think it's scary to all put yourself out there, but something you gotta do. Like
Yeah.
no one like people are nicer than you think. It's just intimidating because like you don't know anyone.
Yeah.
But just like going out there, showing what you can do on the field, but then also trying to connect with the players off the field too helps. But
I agree.
because
And
then they
like
can vouch for you.
yeah, and some of us try to like go up to the
Mhm.
recruits and like introduce, but obviously it's a team of 33 girls. Like, not
Yeah.
everyone's going to get the chance in a 60-minute
and
training environment to get to know you. So just like, hi, or introduce
It might
yourself.
be like
And
a
those
short
little
thing,
moments. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. I think also another thing is advice. I guess this would be more once you're in the training environment, but maybe even before too. But just like putting in the extra work and grinding. Like if you know that there's like gaps that you need to like close to get maybe a chance to even play, like just going out there and doing the little extra things, like maybe watching film, going out and like early to practice, or staying a little bit after to just work on the skills that you want to better yourself in to help the team in the end. Because you always have to think like, if by you grinding and getting better, you're helping the team, you're pushing maybe the players who are playing, and you're making them better for competition, but you're also making yourself better and then putting yourself out there so that you can possibly get the chance.
Being a contributing member.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
and don't forget that like those little extra minutes or like that extra work that you put in is always going to be tailored to you. I think a couple years ago we were talking about like endurance training and stuff like that, and how myself personally I do sprints because I find that more effective and kind of like that's my style. But some other girls will go like on 6K runs. So it's kind of like adapting to yourself and what you want to work on, but also just
lean into your strengths. Don't try to change yourself as a player, because what you're bringing is what other people don't have.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think keep working on that, but also try to like expand your like toolbox. Like if you're not like a player who plays long balls, like maybe start trying it. And like practice is the perfect place to like mess up if you think about it.
It is.
Low
Especially
stakes.
Off season and stuff like that. Yeah. That's the time.
Like, so what, you shank the ball.
No.
The next one it might be better.
And if you work on those things that you're not quite there at as well, but someone else is, like that's just working on team chemistry as well, because you'll be able to play more to their strengths too.
Truly, yeah.
But it goes both ways, you know. So
seriously.
Yeah.
I agree.
What else do we got?
Yeah.
We got the introducing, we talked about belief in self, hey?
Yeah, we did. I think also another thing that we had was being coachable.
Yeah.
Like being open to the feedback. It might hurt sometimes, Loki. Well, yeah, if someone's saying that you're not.
Sometimes I cry about it,
but like you gotta hear it in order to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if a coach or anyone is giving you advice and they're saying, okay, like you're doing this right, but in this area I'm seeing like that you're not. It's like a compliment in a way, because they care enough to tell you that and they see the potential.
Yep.
Like, can we get a Yeah. Just saying.
Because think about it, like if you're in a tryout with like, I don't know, 30 other girls and like they're coaching you, they notice you. They're saying things that you're doing, whether it's good or bad.
True.
They notice you and they're helping you.
No, exactly.
So
you're still getting recognized.
Yeah. I'm not. You're the girl that never got talked to.
No, I agree. Yeah. And just like take it as it is, and that'll help you to like, you need to be real with yourself. Like look in the mirror and be honest. Like if you know that this is an area you struggle in, like I'm just saying, like, okay, maybe that was too much, but just
that wasn't too
just
much.
be coachable. It's good. Like,
take a long look in the mirror
and reflect.
And realize you're the problem. No. Anyways, it's actually really hot in here, you guys. But
okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we have for advice?
Well, we kind of want to play off like experienced players will also sometimes it comes across as like very mean, but they're also like they've been there a long time, they know the ropes, they're very passionate, and they know like their style and how it needs to be executed. I know in one of my tryouts, they were like, you need to be on your man, but I thought like I like to zonal defend, but I didn't realize they're man on man.
Yeah.
You know? So looking back, I'm like, oh, but at the time I was like, I'm gonna cry about this later. I'm gonna write in my diary that you were mean to me. But and now we're friends. That girl we played on the alumni, now we're homies. But
I mean, it's fine in that, but in the moment you're like,
oh my god, like you're so scared because that is a fifth year that's like the best there is on this team kind of thing.
But I think it's important to separate the things that people say on the field from like what they say off the field.
Exactly, yeah.
Because once you walk onto Griffiths or whatever you guys are training, like it's like friends on, but low key when we're on there, friends are like shaky. I don't know. No, we're still friends, but it's like I'm gonna like push you to be your best. I'm not gonna. I'm like, don't cancel. This might be controversial.
Yeah, controversial opinion.
No, but
How
like
could you say something so controversial yet so brave?
It's like, but like actually, like when you go on there, some people might, because it's hard to like project how you want to say something to someone in a kind way when you're on the
Yep.
field in the heat of the moment.
Yep.
So sometimes it might come off as like mean, but you gotta like take the situation for as it is. Like no one's saying anything about you personally. It's just like what you're doing, it could be better, or like whatever they're trying to like direct you to say.
Or like
do.
you're just not quite picking up on what
Yeah.
we as a group are doing.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
just kind of like trying to fix it.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you're being an absolute menace and you're speaking disrespectfully, you need to
Then
apologize.
that's
and be like, hey, I didn't mean it like that.
I don't condone
because
that.
tone is very important.
Mhm.
So like try to separate tone from what they're actually saying. Like take the constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And sometimes people need a moment, have the wrong.
Like the delivery's sometimes off. But just take what the words are, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what are they saying?
Ouch, but thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, good looks. Good looks.
Yeah.
But, like, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do we want to tell the people? I feel
like
that
we've
we've said a
pretty
lot.
much. Yeah.
Lately.
We can't give you all of our eggs at once.
No,
you guys.
Exactly.
Gotta save a little mystery.
Here, sprinkle a little there, you know, like
gotta keep you coming back. I can't tell you everything.
Yeah, facts. But I feel like that was solid. I think the biggest thing is like, if you could take anything away from this, I would say if you want to play at the next level, you definitely can. You just need to be committed to the grind and know that like it's not easy. Like it's gonna suck sometimes, and you're gonna not want to be doing it in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna be better for it at the end. So I think just staying on your grind and just like really locking in on what you want, and then
kind of like leading up to it.
Yeah, and then the rest of it kind of works its way.
Yeah, you just are always grinding.
Yeah, and
even
then
when you get on the team, you still gotta grind.
Exactly. You still gotta keep proving yourself day in and day out. Just because you're there doesn't mean you are gonna like I don't know. Like you want to have a good experience. You want to be the best that you can be when you walk away after your 5 years or however many years you commit to the team, like, and be proud of like what you put out there. So I think just like keep grinding regardless of whoever's watching. Like you should just grind because you want to get better and not because like your coach is like telling you to, you know?
Yeah.
But
I think my big takeaway was don't fear rejection and always just put in that work because they will see potential.
Facts.
Or just like don't fear rejection and reach out to all the schools that you're interested in and like invest that time to get in contact and get in contact as early as you can and have highlight footage. I didn't. And the highlight footage that I submitted was so like I was very lucky that he still was like, hey, yeah, you can come because it was not very good. But yeah, I think don't fear rejection and just kind of go in and do your best because you never know.
I agree. And everyone has a different journey. Everyone's timing is different. Like based on like our like quick little summary of like how we got here and like what we did, like it's different, but we're both here. So it's like that just shows that everyone has a different journey and you'll end up where you are in your own timing, you know? So you don't try to rush anything. Don't try to compare yourself to other people because like they're not you, you're not them, and it's supposed to be like that. So just like focus on yourself, focus on what you can control, and just keep being yourself. That's all you can like. No one is like you in this world. So like that's the difference that you can bring, you know? So
that was poetry.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
Just talk to the people. Talk to the dogs. Talk to my dogs. Not the part.
Sorry. Anyway,
low-key, that might catch on. Is that going to be like our chant?
We can't force it on people.
No, true. Yeah,
it's got to happen organically.
Exactly. It needs to be natural.
But yeah. Even though we kind of vaguely described our experiences, obviously we had a lot of like triumphs and obstacles in our path, which we'll eventually kind of get to. But we just kind of wanted
just give like a brief like
our credentials.
Overview. Yeah,
we know what we're talking about.
Like why are we credible? Like, should you listen to us?
Yeah.
Like,
answer is always yes.
Yeah. No matter what.
Even when a Mo tells you to look in the mirror because you're the pro.
Okay, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Okay, yeah.
But take it with a grain of salt. It's all fun and games, you know? But, yeah. Well, I guess, like...
Yeah, thank you, guys.
First episode.
An honor, a privilege.
No,
to
dog dinner. Like,
you.
I feel like we're a family. This is our first episode, but it already feels...
Well, this is technically... the fourth filming that we've done,
true.
But this is our first episode.
Okay, but like this is actually going to go out to the people though.
Yeah.
Like,
you're welcome.
Yeah.
And as
thank
always,
us later.
Our DMs are always open. If you have any more questions or you
true.
need some guidance or you want to know a little bit more, you have some topics that you want us to cover.
Yeah.
throughout our
Honestly,
years.
yeah. If you guys ever do, yeah, if you want us to talk about anything, that'd be perfect. If
Yeah.
you DM'd us.
Or
Yeah.
just somebody to talk to.
Yeah, if
Just
you need
message-
advice.
yeah.
Because we're like pretty credible, as we said.
Yeah, as we said.
Like,
We do our best.
yeah. But yeah.
Otherwise, stay dangerous.
Yeah, facts. Peace out. Like, this was good.
Mwah.
Mwah.